Jujutsu Kaisen, man. So I just finished watching episode 4 of Jujutsu Kaisen, and so far I honestly think this is gonna be better than God of High School. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda already know what's gonna happen since I read the manga, but even still, I think I would have felt this. While God of High School is good, characters meh, tournament arc is still pretty cool. Tournament based anime is cool, it's whatever. But I way rather like an actual interesting story like Jujutsu Kaisen. So far I feel like it has a pretty interesting story. And this is just my personal preference. Well, I guess this whole video is personal preference, but I think that realistic and like elements in a show are probably some of my favorites, because I just like it when the characters are realistic. I like it when the main characters don't always win or don't always have some random excuse to win. I like it, even though I'm fine. Like sometimes willpower could get me hype, and sometimes it gets me, it's just like, bro, are you serious? Like, take for instance Fairy Tail. Every time I see willpower or power of friendship used in that show, I just want to freaking cry. But take for instance like Dragon Ball Z, when you see willpower in that show, you're actually hyped. So it's different, I guess it's different because how the show is. But yeah, I just personally, I like more realistic shows. I feel like when you have a realistic show and realistic characters, you can relate more with the characters because they may be more humane, or maybe it could be a crazy character, but sometimes like the characters are just so crazy and it just gets corny almost. But I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen, they could show like really crazy characters and they could still be good villains. Like even Muscular, I guess he wasn't really a focused villain. Like they didn't show much of him, but still, like, he was not really a good villain. He was just a random villain that goes around killing people. And they had that in Jujutsu Kaisen as well, but I feel like it's handled way better and the characters are way better in that show. And the thing about God of High School, if you're being honest, it doesn't really have a story. Like, it has flashbacks, it has these things, but the main focus is supposed to be the characters interacting with each other, the characters fighting one another, the characters and the tournament. That's pretty much what it was supposed to be. And then towards the end, it started to like go into, they closed the tournament off and they had that big fight, which honestly was pretty underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie, I did not like that fight. I definitely liked episode 10, where freaking everything was just going crazy. That guy with his drumming band, and he was, I don't even know, but. And then Mori-jin with the Ilupi guy. But everything was going crazy in the episode. I really liked that one. But episode 13, it was just a little underwhelming. I didn't like it. It didn't seem like a finale, I guess. Like, I wasn't that hyped or satisfied with the show. The thing about shows like Hunter x Hunter, Jujutsu Kaisen, when they have good stories and realistic characters, that honestly, that gets me more hyped than seeing just good animation. Like, if I actually have maybe like some attachment to the characters, or if they have an actual good motivation for doing something, or maybe if it's a dark show and someone dies that was close to them, that gets me the most hype when I see that. Paired with good action, because the same company who did God of High School is doing Jujutsu Kaisen. So I don't know how far they're gonna go, but paired with good action, some of the scenes are gonna be really like insane with Jujutsu Kaisen. I really think Mappa's gonna do well with Attack on Titan as well. Just everything they've been doing with God of High School and Jujutsu Kaisen seems pretty good. But I also really like, I guess the thing that gives it a up, like I also really like when shows do stuff like the main character has something inside of him, like a beast or whatever. Like I like that. Like so like Naruto, Bleach, I like that. Because it just brings the like thing that like anything can happen. And I guess in this show it's different though. Because the main character, he could just like pretty much call upon it. He could call upon that power and then just take it at will. But yeah, I feel like it's just like it could bring like the suspense for when he's gonna have a rage moment, because that always happens. Like there's definitely gonna be a moment where he just goes freaking insane and just does something or fights one of his friends or something. Like even with Shinra, we've seen it with Shinra where that girl was controlling him or whatever. Like we see it all the time and I like it. Overall, I just think everything in Jujutsu Kaisen is better than everything in God of High School. And even the animation, it's gonna be like the same, which is gonna make the show even better to me. The story is more realistic, which to me is better. The plot is realistic, which to me is better. It could be dark for a shonen, I guess. The characters are way better in this than it is in God of High School. To me, they are explained way more better. And the characters have way more of personalities to me. The powers are better to me as well. Like the domain expansions, the cursed techniques and the cursed energy. It's like different ways you can use your powers. Most people use cursed techniques. They have some sort of cursed technique. But others, like the MC, uses cursed energy only because he doesn't have any cursed techniques. But overall, I honestly just feel like, but yeah, anyways, that's the end of the video. Peace.